What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below right there. And while you were at it, go ahead and click the thumbs up button to like this video. Why? Because it's an easy and free way to help support my channel, because I'm trying to grow, baby. I'm trying to jump back in these YouTube streets. So help your sister grow. Say it with me. Growth. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to schedule this live for Instagram, honey, but come on in. While y'all come on in, go ahead and like the video, baby. Hit that thumbs up button. We're going to talk about the Housewives of Atlanta, Georgia in just a minute. Come on in. Let's do our pleasantries. You know, we don't start until about 5 minutes in deep. So come on in. Drop a comment. Let's see. The stream must be scheduled in the future. Bitch, that's not how we do. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Don't be shy. Y'all know what to do. Come on. How we doing? I miss y'all. We're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hey, boo. Allie C for me. Hey, honey bunches. Come on in. I can't wait to get your opinion on the latest episode, girl. Y'all come on in, because we got a lot to talk about. I have a lot of opinions. I really want to try to only be on here for a good little 45 piece of minutes. I'm tired. Today was a long day. So I'm really not trying to be on here too long. Y'all know I say that, and then I end up running my mouth for quite a while. So y'all come on in. We're gonna see if I can get we're gonna see if I can do this in 45 minutes. We're gonna see, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Allie C, what did you think of the episode, girl? We'll start off there. What did y'all think of the episode? I'll give my thoughts in a minute, y'all. But what did y'all think of the episode? There's just so much to. I mean, it's not a lot this episode, but I feel like I do have to touch on certain things from last week because I did not do a review last week. So I do have to. I don't have to, but I might need to touch on a couple things from last week, honey bunches, because what happened last week kind of blends into what happened this week, especially in particular with the K Michelle, the alleged scheme with K Michelle, Drew, Portia, Phaedra. Everybody's just scheming and plotting, honey. I don't know what's going on. Everybody is a scheme that Todd set up, I guess. Todd is still scheming. 15 years later, y'all. That man is still scheming. We're going to give it another minute before I dive on in. Y'all know the juicy stuff is at the end of the episode anyway. So we have enough stuff to kind of like, BS our way through the episode. Hold on, y'all. I am multitasking. Give me a minute, darling. Give me a minute. I missed it, so I'm listening. Oh, you missed the episode, Allie C? Damn, sister. Did you at least see some of the clips on social media and stuff like that? You know, they be posting. You feel like you watched the whole episode by the time you scroll through Instagram, honestly. Yeah. All right, let's get into the episode. I had to I had to write notes down because I felt like once I got to the K Michelle stuff, I was just child, I was tired, child. I have a headache, child. It's just a lot going on. And y'all know me, I like to be accurate with my stuff. Okay. I like to try to report the news and my opinions accurately to the people. So the episode starts off, child, with shortcake. Kelly. Kelly is at her Nana's Chicken and Waffles, her original location in McDonough, Georgia. Okay. Kitty cats. And she's basically with her family, y'all. She's with her nana and her mother, and they're talking about her finances. My finances. No, it's not funny. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I do not like Kelly. I do not like Kelly, and I will get to that later in the episode. I do not like Kelly. Hello. However, y'all know I know how to separate the two. Y'all know I know how to separate the two. I don't have to like you to still give you credit where credit is due. I don't have to like you to still have sympathy and empathy. So I will say this, as much as I do not like Kelly, I do have sympathy for what she's going through with her raggedy ass, abusive ass ex-husband. I feel really bad that she cannot film with her children, as that is a part of her life and a part of her storyline. I do feel bad about that. I know how to separate the two. I think her ex-husband is a deplorable, disgusting person. Let's not forget there were signs of abuse. Let's not forget this is the same man that was held in contempt of court because he literally threatened her in a courtroom. So, I do feel for Kelly. So, but I have to say, this is a big difference from last year, because last year, Honey Bunches of Oats, Kelly on her first season was flaunting. I mean, you would have thought that Kelly had a fucking trust fund. Kelly was flaunting and stunting last season. I understand it was her first season and she wanted to, make a name for herself. But I just feel like it doesn't come off authentic. It felt very showy versus like someone like a Marlo Hampton. It's like I feel like when Marlo came on the scene many moons ago, yes, it was extra, but I felt like that's Marlo. Like that is who she is. Kelly just gives me fraudulent. Like it just didn't come off authentic. Like let's not forget her first season last year. This is the same girl that bought her daughter 16 designer bags for her 16th birthday, or 17 designer bags for her 17th. Well, it was something insane. Let's not forget Kelly is the same one last season who threw like an expensive party for her dog. Like she was just throwing away money. And then now you are here a year later, my finances. Now you talking about you on a budget. Now you talking about we can't afford a Uber black truck or Uber whatever. Girl. But yet you in the confessionals in a raggedy ass Tom Ford t-shirt and you think it's something because it's Tom Ford. Let me tell you right now, one thing I do not like about the bougie designer bitches, y'all think because y'all have a freaking label that it makes it cute. First of all, the t-shirt look is a fashionable look, but it's not meant to be seated. Like you can't sit down in this type of look. This type of look is meant for you to like stand up in, because this looks stupid on camera sitting down. It looks absolutely terrible. Okay, and I'm no fashionista, but I know that. I think I do have a picture. Did I have a picture of Kelly with her people? Yes. Her first of all, let's get into her nana. Her grandma Nana is absolutely beautiful. I mean, God, she has to be in her 80s or 90s. She looks absolutely beautiful. There's her mom. So listen, if you live in Atlanta, you've been hearing about Nana's Chicken and Waffles for several years. Her McDonough location is still successful. But she said the Sandy Springs wasn't doing so good. But my thing is this though. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember in real time how long the Sandy Springs location was open before it closed, because from my knowledge, from me remembering from last summer, was it last summer, last fall, I don't even think the Sandy Springs location was open for 6 months before it shut down. And I just feel like, once again, that was a terrible business decision, more so because of the timing. Like, girl, I think she should have put a pin in it as far as opening that Sandy Springs location, because she was in the midst of all the financial scrutiny and financial chaos with her psycho ex husband. So I just don't think that Kelly should have opened up the Sandy Springs location. Um, but whatever, let's move on. I'm already talking way too long about her um in that situation. I don't have much to say either about these two. This is K Michelle. She looks very beautiful in this scene, with Caston, her new husband. But he's been around for many, many years. They're at the dentist office because Kay has to get some work done. Y'all know he's a dentist. I actually like them in this scene. I felt like the other scenes that we had of him, um, he just didn't seem interested. He seemed very not even reserved, because I like men who are reserved. He just came off very standoffish. I didn't really like his energy. But this scene I actually really, really enjoyed. So I have to say this was a cute little moment. And that's all I really have to say about that. What else is going on? What else is going on? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, now I gotta get. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I have to find a clip of this, because how did I not see a clip of this amazing scene with Phaedra, Drew, Portia, and Angela? I have to get that scene. That scene was everything, of the ladies dressed up and having a little lunch date. Um, I can't find a single photo of that on the internet, and that pisses me off, because I really loved that scene. The ladies looked so beautiful. Can I tell y'all, Phaedra with the red hair is everything. Phaedra with the red hair is everything. That is like so sexy on her. It's like a little Jessica Rabbit look. Anyway, y'all, I can't find it. But so the next scene, one of my favorite scenes of the episode, I kind of wish we got a little bit more, but editing. Um, Phaedra, Portia, Angela, and Drew met up for a little lunch date. All the ladies came dressed looking fabulous, darling. I absolutely loved everyone's look. It was just a really nice, fun scene. Like, it just felt so fun. It kind of reminded me of the old years of RHOA, where, hey, yes, oh, there was a lot of drama back in the day, but you would have these really cute, fun, lighthearted moments. I love that Angela and Phaedra can joke now, and they have their little inside jokes, and Phaedra can poke fun at Angela and be like, honey, I'm in the rooms and you wasn't there, as a little dig at what Angela said last year. It's just like, I love it, you guys. I love when it comes to the reality shows, right? With the ensemble cast. I love when the ladies can come together. I love when the ladies can have conflict. They duke it out, they argue, they cuss each other out, and then they can move on. And that is fundamentally, that's how these shows were meant to be. Like, when you think about the old years of reality TV and these ensemble casts and RHOA, one thing we enjoyed, yes, you had certain beefs that ran deep and that did bleed over to other seasons. But honestly, it's like these bitches would argue and cuss, and then the next season they be good. Like that's how it's supposed to be. Y'all have to keep moving the baton. Like, you know what I mean? So I just love it. Drew and Portia have come a long way, baby, since last season. So the ladies basically do a quick little recap of what happened in Dallas, specifically with K Michelle, honey. Okay, so Phaedra lets it be known. Phaedra lets it be known that she had a little meetup with Kelly. And who is sending me these emails? Okay. Sorry, y'all. Multitasking. What was I saying? Yes, Phaedra let it be known, child, that she met up with K Michelle, honey. And K Michelle didn't give too much information, but she told Phaedra, hey, I was told that you, Faye, Portia, and Drew were trying to come up with a scheme that Todd set up. Y'all were trying to come to me and plot and scheme against me. Phaedra said, baby, I don't know nothing about no scheme or plot, baby. All I know is a little bit of the banter about Black and the whole Drew and Black thing. But besides that, I don't know nothing about no scheme or plot. My name Bennett, I ain't in it. Okay. So she lets that be known, honey. So yes, they did a little flashback scene. So the girls are just like, what the hell? Like, Portia's like, bitch, how am I plotting against you? And I'm over here trying to be uplifting towards you, bitch, and bring you in the friend group. And I've been nothing but nice to the bitch. How am I scheming? How am I the drama? I'm the bully, bitch? It was funny when Drew and her were like, I'm the drama, I'm the bully. Oh my God. We'll get into it later. I will say this. Last episode, I thought K Michelle looked fucking paranoid and delusional. I did. I think everybody did. I think majority of the fan base last week's episode felt like K Michelle was coming off delusional and paranoid. And I still think that's partially true. However, I will give her some credit that this week's episode, when she broke down her thought process and everything, and when she lined everything up, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, okay, I'm not fully on board with her ideology and thought process about this, but it made a lot more sense. And I will give her that. I think this episode, when she broke it down, it made a lot more sense. And so I will give K Michelle that. But we'll cross that bridge a little bit later in the video, you guys. Don't you worry, honey. Okay, so in the same scene, Phaedra reminds the ladies of her Reiki sound bowl event that's coming up. Okay, so cute. That's kind of the main event for the episode. Okay. So Portia. We see Portia. Y'all, we have seen this type of scene with Portia, her mama, and Lauren. We've seen this 100 times over the last 14 years. It's really funny to me. But Portia is talking to Mama Diane and Lauren, and she's talking about her love life and the sway and what's the guy Mike? Mike couldn't get in contact with her for a couple of days, so he hit up Lauren. And first of all, I just feel like they're not even that deep yet. Why does he have Lauren's information? Why does he have Lauren's number? Why are you calling my sister? First of all, I don't like none of that shit. If we're not locked in like that, I don't need you hunting me down, nigga. If I don't want to talk to you for a couple of days, I don't want to talk. If I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't want to talk to anybody. Why are you hunting down my sister? Why are you sending a mariachi band? Bitch, do I look like what? Why would you do that? Why would you bring that to my doorstep? That's not cute. Buy me flowers. Why are you bringing a mariachi band to my fucking doorstep, bitch? And then the fact that the same time Dennis was pulling up, I'm like, what the fuck? Portia's life, I'm gonna be honest, I have a friend And I feel like her life is very similar. No, I don't. Okay. It's not that my friend's life is similar to Portia. She is just a friend that always has like the craziest stories and the craziest situations. And you just feel like, bitch, this is like a TV show. Like, I'm just like, it must be so fun to have a life like that. Like, I don't know what that's like, guys. I don't have that type of life. I told y'all my last recap. Portia has lived so many lives. Like, when it's all said and done, Portia Williams has lived. That bitch has lived. She's lived a good life. She's gone through some ups and downs. Portia has fucking lived. Like, when y'all really think about Portia's life, that girl, yeah, that girl has lived. Okay. So this is what I want to point out though. Like, when Portia was talking to Lauren and they're talking about Sway, this is the issue that Portia keeps doing. And I'm trying to figure out, does Portia not have any real friends in her life? Because it doesn't take a rocket scientist or a therapist to realize that Portia's pattern that she displays in almost every relationship is that she goes 100 miles per hour. Portia dives in and it's so intense and she goes from 0 to 100. Bitch, you're not even exclusive with Sway at this point. Why are you talking about babies and who would carry the baby? And what are we doing? Do you even know Sway's last name at this point? Now, fast forward to May 2026, we know that Sway and Portia are locked in. They are in a committed relationship. Lovely. But at this time of filming, they weren't. And so it's just like, again, I want Portia, slow down. Slow down. Like, girl, I don't know about y'all. There's just certain lessons in life that I don't have to keep repeating over and over again. I don't like heartbreak. Um, I just, Portia, you've done it. You did it with Simon. You did it with Dennis. You did it with Tom, Dick, Harry. Slow down, sister. Why are you talking about who would carry a baby 2 months into dating? Sweat. I don't get it. And I don't want anyone to be like, oh, she seems happy and she seems so. The bitch was happy with Dennis. Do y'all not remember how ecstatic Portia was with Dennis? Portia was so fucking happy with Dennis. So I don't want to hear none of that. I do like Sway though. Sway, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, Sway is just one of them ones. Ty Young, you got some competition in Atlanta, baby. You got some competition, Ty. You got some competition, baby. Sway about to take your spot, baby. Y'all know I'm strictly dickly, but Sway got that swag. She got that aura. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. So let's just get into Sway. I might as well, right? So Portia and Sway go on a date. Now, this was some interesting tea, honey. We find out that Sway and Portia met about 7-8 years ago when Portia was kind of on and off with Dennis. They were on, but then Dennis fucked up. So then I guess they were off for a little bit. That was some interesting tea. I was not expecting that. So they actually met about 7 or 8 years ago. And, it was during that kind of weird time with Portia and Dennis. And basically Portia kind of just ghosted Sway. So I thought that was really interesting. Again, they talk about the future. Why are we talking about futures? Sway said, baby, I'm ready to settle down tomorrow. Okay. Sway said, I want my eggs cracked. What did New York say? She said, I want my eggs cracked, meaning I want a child. I want my name dropped, meaning I want to be married. That if y'all know, y'all know. That's what Sway was giving, baby. Sway said 3 to 5 years, baby. I wanna have a baby next year. She said, I'll carry. I can't. I'm like, okay, so y'all about to be the new Brat and Judy. Okay. Okay. Y'all about to be the new Brat and Judy. Baby Sway says she want her eggs cracked, meaning I want a child. I want my name dropped. Hey, Shada girl. Oh, thanks for stopping by, baby. You know, YouTube playing with me, baby. I ain't got no. Oh, God, I'm trying to get back in that algorithm here. I'm trying to get back in it, girl. Help me, baby. Help. The season has been good, Shayna Boo. I agree, honey bunches. The season, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Is it a perfect season? No. This is one of the better seasons that we have had of RHOA in years. I cannot remember the last time I actually enjoyed a season of RHOA. I mean, truly. So this says a lot. I know we have our critiques. I know I've been vocal about my critiques, but I will say, as a collective, this season has been good. So yeah. Sway. I like Sway. I do like Sway. They jumped fast too, but I will say, compared to other people in the past, Portia did go a little slower, like this much slower with Sway. So let's move on, y'all. I said 45 minutes. I'm at 27 minutes. Let's see if I can knock this out in 45 minutes because I'm tired. Today drained me, honey. Okay. Let's get. Oh, Shamia. You know what? I gotta acknowledge Shamia at the doctor. I don't want to talk about it too long because I feel like I'm beating a dead horse when it comes to Shamia and her surrogacy and Gerald and wanting to have a son. Let me sit. Hold on. Let me sit. First of all, bravo, production. I'm gonna have to hit up my homegirl who works in production. I'm pissed at y'all because y'all cut me and my homegirl out that damn scene with Shamia. So I don't know if y'all remember, but in the episode there was a quick little moment of Shamia in a green outfit, and she was whatever she was like. She was in the middle of working. So your girl, that was the day last summer. I think it was last July that I interviewed Shamia. That's when she was doing her little press junket with Todd and the cast of Don't Bring Your Man to Atlanta. So my homegirl, Jaleesa Raquel, was actually moderating the panel interview with the cast. And I was there as well, doing my little 1-2. But I felt like, damn, y'all could have got my girl Jaleesa. Y'all could have at least got her because she was interviewing the cast. But I'm gonna be honest, was Jaleesa sitting next to Todd or next to Bolo? I don't know. I don't know if they did, but I felt like it would have been a cool cameo to just show Todd. I feel like it would have been cool to show Todd, but I don't know why they didn't. I feel like it could have been good exposure for him too. I thought that was weird. I feel like it could have been good exposure for Todd, good exposure for the movie, and they could have showed a clip of it to make people want to go support it. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, that was a little fun fact. That was the day that I interviewed Shamia last summer. But let's go to Shamia at the doctor, y'all. Again, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. I do not feel like Shamia should have another child, whether it's surrogacy. I don't know. Hey, my love, how are you doing, friend? Thank you for stopping by. I'm trying to get back in these YouTube streets, so I'm trying to build my page back up and get my ass back in the algorithm. So please, you guys, before we move on, darling, y'all need to help your girl Momo out. Hit that like button right now. Stop what you're doing. Hit the like button. It costs nothing. It is literally free 99. It is an easy and free way to help support my channel because I'm trying to get back in the YouTube streets, in the algorithm. Y'all help a sister out. If you're new and you like the vibe, please subscribe. Also, make sure you turn on the notification bell button. That way you will be notified whenever I drop new content. Please and thank you. Okay, back to the program. Let's see what Miss Shayna says. Shamia should not have another child, but she needs to prepare because Gerald. Oh, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I don't think he'll leave, but I pick up what you're putting down. I definitely pick up what you're putting down. That was a very emotional scene, right? Like I feel like if you're a woman and you have a heart, you felt for Shamia in some capacity. I don't even like talking about those scenes because those scenes make me reflect on my own, potential journey with fertility. And like, women, it's so hard for us. Like, I don't even want to, I'll probably start crying. I don't want to talk about it, but it's hard. Like, I just feel like there's so much pressure on women. We do have a biological clock. We have so many issues. And someone like me, I've had a lot of medical issues over the years. And it's just like, oh, when you think about pregnancy and potential surrogacy, it's just like, it's a lot. And I just feel like Shamia has gone through so much shit. Like, hello, Gerald, y'all's child. You have a child. I don't know the right word. I don't want to be offensive. I think she counts as special needs. We all know what happened with that last baby. That was terrible. I told you guys, when that happened with the baby and all those complications, Shamia was still working at V103 radio station with Big Tigger. Okay. She was on the radio every single morning. And when that happened, they literally dedicated a segment for Shamia to give updates. When I tell you, Shamia was in the hospital every single day for months. Like it was bad, y'all. It was intense. Like on the radio, she was giving updates on what was happening with Shiloh. It was really heartbreaking. Like Shamia went through it. That baby is a miracle baby. A miracle. She went through countless surgeries, countless procedures, countless nights at the hospital. I just feel like, oh my God, like, why would y'all even want to it's just all because Gerald wants a son. These men, my son. What? Why do y'all need a son so bad? Do you want your wife to fucking die? Even if she's not going to carry, like, do you not care about the betterment of your wife? Do you not care about her mental and emotional well-being? Because you want a fucking son so bad to carry the name. I get it. I get it from a cultural stamp. I get it. But damn it. When are you going to care about me? What about me? What about me? What about Shamia? In all these scenes and moments, we've never heard Shamia say that she wants the damn son. What do we always hear? Gerald wants the son. Motherfucker, we never hear Shamia say that she wants another child. She wants a son. It's always Gerald wants the son. Okay? That's bothersome for me. That is. And then in the same breath, she was just having an emotional day and I really felt for Shamia. And so to add insult to injury, she's also talking about that movie, Todd's movie that I was telling y'all about. Don't bring your man to Atlanta. Shamia is like, at first Gerald was like, oh, you did great in it. And then now later he's like, honestly, I felt very uncomfortable. No shit, Sherlock. That shit was soft porn. Like, come on now. Come on. No man, you think your fucking African husband from Kenya is going to be okay with you damn near doing soft porn love scene? And I'm just like, stop being dramatic. No one's saying that you have to stop acting, beloved. I just think, Shamia, when you get roles, try not to get roles where you have to have a love scene. If you want to pursue your career in acting and your passion for acting, meet your husband halfway. Maybe don't commit to a role that has a love scene. Or if there is a love scene, see if you can work it out in your contract where it's not so intense of a love scene. Cause that was like soft porn in that movie. So listen, let's think, guys. I'm all about like solutions. Like let's get to some solutions here. Like it doesn't have to be like so extreme. I don't think Gerald wants her to give up acting. But bitch, he don't want to see you performing soft porn on a movie either. And I'm not mad at him. Let's move on. Okay, to the fun stuff. So we're at Phaedra's home, which is absolutely beautiful. We have Phaedra's event because, excuse me, Phaedra is a Reiki healer and does sound bowl and sound bath and whatever the hell it's called. And I kind of like that stuff. I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm very ADHD. I cannot do it for a long period of time. Maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 15 minutes. You got about 15. I can do okay. I can do 20. Because the last time I did it, I actually did it in March when I went to a wellness retreat. Yeah, I can do 20 minutes of the sound bowl. Oh my God, why are you emailing me at this time of night? Are you okay? Um, I just do not like getting emails at nighttime. That kind of bothers me. Like, leave me alone. Um, I can't do that shit for a long time. But anyways, y'all, one of Phaedra's many jobs is doing Reiki. So she invited the girls over because she said after the Dallas trip, honey, they needed some healing. And I agree because Dallas was a lot. Do I have a picture of Phaedra? Yes, honey. Look at Phaedra, honey. Oh, Reiki. Let me look at my notes. First of all, I wish I had a photo of Portia. Why Portia come over there? Why did Portia come over there in a fishnet thong? I said, Portia, baby, I just feel like, where are you going? I would have worn that in like for a cash trip out the country. Portia's body was banging. Don't get it twisted. Portia looked good. And not they did the little because Cynthia was like, oh honey, I think I've seen this outfit before. And they did a flashback to many moons ago when Phaedra came out in her fishnet. Okay, and then Kenya came. Oh Lord Jesus, y'all know the story, baby. Those are the vintage days of RHOA. Drew was on time for the first time ever. I don't think Drew's ever been that much on time. Kelly, K. Michelle, Pinky, Shamia came very late. Kelly was a little emotional because of her home life. We've already talked about that. The ladies are floating in the pool. Oh my God, go away. The ladies are floating in the pool. And Shamia's Shamia was deflated. Do you hear me? Shamia was deflated. Cynthia had to leave, child, because she had to catch a flight. Come on, Cynthia, Cheekbone Bailey. Cynthia stayed booked and busy. Okay. Now let's get to the real deal. Dinner time. Okay. So K. Michelle decides to address the lady. She decides to address, the elephant in the room. So K. Michelle says that she is coming with calm energy. Hold on, let me give y'all a little visual. What do I got? So K. Michelle says she's coming with calm energy. So she lets it be known, right? K. Michelle lets it be known that it was brought to her attention that allegedly Portia, Phaedra, and Drew were trying to fish for information and we're going to approach her about it, I guess, on the show or something to that effect or whatever. Portia says that K. Michelle honestly should have been able to come to her and let her know because Portia has been trying to be a good friend to K, which is true. K. Michelle says, well, from her perspective, she was very apprehensive because one of the first times they filmed, not the first time, but one of the first times they met up and filmed, Portia sat down with Kelly and accused Kelly on camera of sleeping with a married man. So from that moment, that kind of turned K. Michelle off. Okay. Then the next thing you know, at another event or another filming moment, Portia blurting out, miscarriage? Okay, crazy. And then so now when this information is being brought to her, Kay is like, okay, this gives me pause. Like, this definitely gives me pause. She reiterates again that she was told there was some sort of behind the scenes thing happening where Portia, Phaedra, and Drew was trying to expose her. I will say this, like I said, like earlier in the video, I felt like, okay, Shayna's going live too, y'all. Okay, catch the replay, definitely will, boo. Sorry, y'all, I'm losing my train of thought because that work email for me to fuck off. I'm getting irritated. This is what I'm gonna say. Last week, I felt like K. Michelle came off cuckoo, paranoid. I felt like K. Michelle came off like a cuckoo bird. I felt like she was paranoid. I felt like she was still holding on to trauma and negativity from the past. Okay. And I still feel like that is partially true. However, I will say this week, this episode, when Kay broke it down and broke down her logic or what she was piecing together in her head as it pertains to Portia specifically, I was like, okay, that makes a little more sense. I can kind of digest that a little bit more. Do I agree 100% still? I don't. I absolutely do not. Absolutely do not. But it makes more sense than it did last week. So I will give her that. But let's continue because I still gotta we gotta work through this, okay? So, Portia's like, well, why would you feel that way? K. Michelle says, well, bitch, Portia, you do have the spirit of exposure. That I thought was a key. I thought that was very funny. So that part gets like paused for a second. I don't even know how that got paused, but it did. And so somehow in a split second, not in a split second, but the conversation, it kind of went to black. Okay. So now we get to the black conversation. And I felt like Kay already I just feel like she kind of started it off with Drew. Drew says, you brought this to me. Like, I didn't have an issue with you. You brought this drama to my doorstep. Then Drew says to Kay, you really need to stop saying his name. That kind of bothered Kay. Kay says, I'm going to say and do what the hell I want to do. Drew says, stop saying Black's name. K. Michelle says, I need you to keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. Drew's like, I don't know you. And Kay was like, I don't know you either. She's like, well, bitch, you must know me because you sure run down my resume. Kay says, well, bitch, your resume is so short, it wasn't that hard, bitch. I'm like, oh my God. Drew says, Kay, well, you know what? You need to yodel your ass up out of here, bitch. Kay gonna say, yodel lay. Nobody. It's just like, it's stupid. I'm gonna tell you right now. When it comes to this Drew and K. Michelle, I'm on Drew's side because it just feels like K. It feels like K. Michelle purposely purposely is trying to have a problem with Drew. I just feel like Drew, as many things as Drew has done on the show, as many a times that Drew has been annoying on the show, this is one time I feel like Drew really wasn't doing shit. Like, it was very innocent, okay? Like, hey, you got to take some ownership, my love. You're the one that also mentioned Black. You're the one that puts your shit on blast and let it be known that Black was in your DM. Like, you're the one, beloved. You're the one. So I just feel like you spraying your own tea and you get mad at Drew. Like, I don't feel like Drew really did anything in this situation, beloved. I felt like you're the one that really spoke about the Black thing. I think even a couple episodes, even Cynthia in her confessionals was like, Drew said it one time and that's it. She's like, Kay Michelle has mentioned Black in this whole thing more than Drew. It's when it comes to the Drew thing, Kay, I feel like it's you, beloved. I feel like you're the problem. You're the problem. Okay, so now it's back to Portia. Okay, I wish I had a side by side of Portia and Kay. So we're back to Portia. Let me sip my water. Hold on. We're almost done, y'all. Damn, Mo. So we back to Portia, y'all. So Kay says to Portia, she said, Portia, I was minding my business this week, and then all of a sudden, I forget the guy's name, but all of a sudden, I guess Kay Michelle's last Kay Michelle's last public ex, who she was dating publicly before she got back with her now husband, he hits her up and says that Portia has been talking about Kay Michelle to him. These are my notes. Apparently, Portia said, I don't know why I always end up with somebody's man or with other people's man or something to that effect. I don't feel that's not a negative comment. Like, and then in knowing Portia's like funny, playful personality, knowing Portia, I feel like she probably said it in jest, or she said it as a joke, or she said it low key, throwing shade at her own self. Like, damn, bitch, I always end up with somebody else's man. Damn. Like, to me, that was Portia picking on her own self, not really picking at Kay. It really was nothing about Kay Michelle. Like, again, I'm going off of the example that Kay Michelle gave me. Now, if Portia allegedly said something more to the boy on the phone, that hasn't been revealed yet. So I'm going off of what Kay Michelle brought up and the example she brought up. And based on the example she brought up, I don't think Kay has a proper case. I think she's being paranoid. Again, I think she's reading too deep into it. I just think she's in her head about it. I really do. I do. So Portia establishes that, she was not dating him the same time that Kay was dating him. Kay basically, Kay Michelle feels like if Portia is going to make comments to this guy and mention Kay Michelle's name, she should have at least also spoke to Kay and said, hey girl, heads up. I used to date him too. Since they are building a friendship or whatever, it just seems like the appropriate thing to do. Okay. I mean, I can't get mad at that. Portia's defense is, girl, it's Atlanta. Everybody dates everybody. I didn't talk to him the same time you were talking to him. I didn't say anything negative about you. I actually said positive things about you. You're married. You're not with him. I'm not with him. So what the fuck are we talking about? And I also understand Portia's point of view too. Even Angela chimed in and was like, what's the harm in this? Like, what's the harm? Kay says the harm is she doesn't want her name being mentioned, and why do you have to mention me to him? Okay, it's not that deep. It's just not that deep to me. It's not that deep. And I'm the type of person, I don't like to dismiss other people's feelings because I don't want someone to dismiss my feelings. You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't want anyone to dismiss me. So I try not to be dismissive of others. However, I do feel like Kay is beating a dead horse. I do feel like Kay is in her head. I do feel like Kay is reading too much into it. I do. I actually really, I really do. I do. I really do. Um, Kay says in her confessional, if you're welcoming me into a friend group and you're trying to form a relationship with me, why would you not tell me that you was dating or smashing my last public boyfriend? I agree with that. Now that part I agree with. Like all the other hoopla, I don't. But if K Michelle's sole critique of Portia in this moment was like, hey girl, I feel like if you and I are building something, I do feel like you broke girl code and you look like you're shady for not just being forthcoming and being like, hey girl, I also dated, so and so, and I just want to put it out there so there's no weirdness. Like I mean, I do feel that way, and so I feel like okay, Kay has a point there. Um, in the confessional, a few of the ladies basically said, "Hey, it's girl code, right? It's girl code to kind of tell your friend or your acquaintance, like, hey, I dated your nigga, or we dated the same man." Like, I get it. Hell, even Phaedra in her confessional said, apparently, allegedly, Phaedra was like, well, Portia ended up dating someone that I used to date, and I let Portia know. So it's like, I can agree with that. I definitely can agree with that. But what's happening is I feel like K Michelle is conflating. She's conflating two issues, and it's just don't conflate them. Keep it separate. Don't worry about her joking on the phone with him and making that joke and comment about dating people's men. Just keep that separate. Just confront Portia and be like, hey girl to girl, woman to woman, girl code, the appropriate thing would have been to at least tell me, like, it's still, I just still think it's stupid. Like, what are we talking about? This is so like lame to me. This storyline that K Michelle's doing, that feels very Love and Hip Hop. Like, if we want to keep it real, that feels very Love and Hip Hop to me. That's not really a conversation for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, darling. I don't really feel like it's, and it is not meant more than one episode of a conversation. Like, this is, excuse me, this is now dragging. Like, I feel like, all right, your way, this would have been one conversation, one moment at the dinner table, and that's it. But we're dragging it. We're dragging it. Portia says it was innocent, child. She said it was innocent. There was nothing negative. I actually said positive things about you. I'm over it. You're a little bit too sensitive. You're trying to find a problem. K Michelle says she's not trying to find shit. They just say, well, fuck it. I'm gonna stop trying to be your friend, girl, because it's not working. You too sensitive. Everything I do and say, you take it negative. So I'm just over it. And then that kind of fizzled out. Phaedra, in closing, Phaedra. Here we go. Let me pull it up because I'm about to go the fuck in on midget. Or what we gonna call it? I can't say that word. Is that word offensive now in 2026? Shortcake, teacup, whatever we gonna call her. So Phaedra is trying to close out the conversation, okay, and just move on and end it peacefully. She basically says, hey, I think we have established here. And then Kelly fucking short and stout ass Hobson. We've established that that Portia has fucked every Nigerian in Atlanta. Portia got activated. She said, bitch, you done fucked every motherfucker in Atlanta, bitch. Who the fuck you think you talking to, bitch? You fucked that man. It got, now Portia, I'm not mad at Portia for this, but Portia did, if we're being technical, Portia did point her finger at Kelly first. I could care less because I don't like Kelly. And I felt like Kelly definitely antagonized that moment. But yes, you see Portia's finger. She's pointing at Kelly. She said, bitch, you done fucked too, ho. You fucked that married man. And I was team Portia. And then Kelly, old bitch ass, gonna point that wine glass all up in Portia's face. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have whooped Kelly's ass, bitch. I would have mollywopped that hoe. That glass of wine would have been in her fucking face. It would have been in her fucking face. You know what I'm saying? When I tell y'all I do not like fucking Kelly. I liked, and I don't give a good goddamn who sees this. I don't give a good goddamn if I'm at an event with her. I don't like her in the way she's acting this season. Last season, I really liked Kelly. I really liked Kelly last season. And then this season, I felt like the bitch just came on doing too damn much. I feel like Kelly antagonizes people. She comes off like a bitter, negative ass bitch. She's always trying to start something. She just doesn't come off like she's trying to have community with these women. It's always just, she's always on go. She's always trying to throw a dagger, a diss, something negative. It's just very weird to me. It's very weird. She's just so antagonistic. She wants to start stuff. She likes to start drama. She likes to poke at people. She's always coming with some bullshit ass, negative ass thing. It's like she always wants to try somebody. It's like she just tries too fucking hard. So I'm now like, okay, who's the real Kelly? Was it Kelly from last season? Or is it Kelly from this season? Who is the real Kelly? Would the real Kelly please stand the fuck up? Because I can't tell, beloved. I cannot tell. Hey, Miss Niecy. I wanted Portia to mollywop that hoe. I said, Kelly, Boo Boo Kitty, you must not know the last time what happened when someone pointed something at Portia's face. Y'all lucky. Kelly is lucky she's getting healed and mature Portia, because Portia from back in the day, who was dealing with all them anger management issues, that Portia would have dog walked Kelly. She would have dog walked the fuck out of Kelly. Do you hear me? Portia really has changed, because, baby, Portia used to fight these bitches. She used to beat bitches up for real. So I just feel like Kelly antagonized. I'm just like, Kelly, and y'all trust me, please hear me loud and clear. I am not a Portia apologist. I am not a part of the delusional Portia fan club. There are things that I have always loved and adored about Portia, and there are things that I cannot stand about Portia. I have critiqued Portia on my channel over the years so much. So please know I am not a part of the Portia fan club. However, right is right and wrong is wrong. And I feel like from the moment Kelly got her ass on this damn camera from her first season, one thing is for sure, she has tried Portia time and time again. Portia really does not bother Kelly. I feel like Portia actually really wanted to have a relationship and some type of friendship with Kelly. I feel like Portia has proven that since last season. Kelly is the one who keeps coming at Portia. Now, Portia did bring up the married man thing, but hey, some can say it's payback for all the shit that Kelly was saying. So Portia, now production, who did production come and clear out the way, bitch? Kelly. Girl, get your bitch ass out the way, ho. You cute and all, but know who the real OG is, bitch, and that's Portia Williams. Who did they escort out? Kelly's ass, okay? Then Portia was fucking activated. Portia then went the fuck off, said, bitch, you don't want to fuck that married man, okay, on a plane. Okay, and Phaedra, that's your goddamn client. Now I'm not trying to break up nobody's family or nothing, but bitch, don't sit that bitch next, baby. What she say? She said that man was he's not a stewardess. I'm like, what are we? Like, where did this come from? Like, but she killed me when she said, "Now, Phaedra, that's your goddamn client. Now, I ain't gonna break up no family, but don't have that bitch sitting next to." I said, "Woo, Portia, Portia." I'm not mad. I'm not mad because I'm trying to tell you right now. First of all, I'm in the middle of trying to figure something out with K Michelle, and here your bitch ass come. Here your bitch ass come through, Kelly. Always talking that cash money shit, bitch. You know you saying to me, I'm already pissed at you because you saying I fucked every nigga in Atlanta. Well, bitch, who you fucked, ho? You always talking about my cootie cat. Talk about your cootie cat, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then to add insult to injury, you want to point that wine glass in my face, bitch? I will shove that wine glass down your fucking throat. Get the fuck out my face. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at this point Kelly can get it because she's antagonized Portia so much. You're like a little bully. You're like a little fucking chihuahua. Bitch, shut the fuck up and sit down. She in the confessionals talking about she should have never came. You right. You shouldn't have came. Stayed your monkey ass at home. And that's one thing I hate about people. When it comes to me, one thing I'm so proud of myself as an adult, when I know I'm not in a good headspace, like when I know I am not in a good mood and when I know my energy is not the best or not right, I don't go nowhere because I don't believe in like knowingly impacting other people's energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm human. Things happen, right? But if I know I'm really not in a good headspace and I'm feeling super sensitive or I'm feeling a little aggressive or I'm just feeling like I'm just not in a good headspace, I don't go nowhere. Or I go on a solo date by myself because I don't want to bring negative energy to people's doorstep if it's not necessary. Kelly, you should have stayed your monkey ass home. You already came to Phaedra's event crying. So why'd you come? And why do you keep antagonizing her? Like what are you trying to get? It's the same thing she did with Drew on the bus. Like in Dallas, Drew was trying to be nice about the whole room situation. She was like, hey, you look beautiful. You look like the alien from your movie. Like, what? Where did that even come from? Like, are you trying to have a problem with people? Like, what are you doing, Kelly? Like, if I'm like, who's the real Kelly? Was last season the real you and you came this season trying to turn up for the cameras? Or is this the real you and you were being fake and being fake nice last season? I just don't understand. But yeah, I'm over it. I would have beat Kelly's ass. I think K Michelle, while this episode made me understand more, of where K Michelle was coming from, I still think K Michelle is mainly in the wrong. I think she's in the wrong with how she handled the Portia incident. And I feel like she's in the wrong with how she handled the Drew incident. And then this is the part that I'm not understanding. She still hasn't made it clear. What the scheme is. Like, that's my thing about Kay. Kay, cut the shit. You're not about to keep breadcrumbing us with information, especially these ladies who you're filming with. That's not how RHOA goes, baby girl. Figure it out, Kay. Figure it out. You can't breadcrumb. Deliver the shit or don't deliver it. Because I feel like in that dinner scene, in that moment, she still was holding back. She still was not giving the full shebang. You're mad at Portia because of a comment that Portia jokingly made on the phone with your ex that Portia also was fucking with. Okay, but where does the scheme and the plot comes to? What is the exposure? She still hasn't said what the plan is, what the scheme was, how is Phaedra involved, what's the scheme, what's the plot, what are they trying to expose? Like, there's still missing pieces. Girl, get it the fuck out so we can move on, bitch. Please stop acting like this is your first rodeo on reality television. Okay, you've been on reality TV for over a decade, beloved. I need you to fucking act like it. Act like it. Like you got some fucking sense. This is not the K Michelle. It's like, I want K to be more mature, more poised, more whatever, less combative. But still, girl, like, I just, I don't know, y'all. I can't. Kelly, how she slept with the pastor, because why she said they DM her to address. I don't, child. I don't know, but I'll say this: when it comes to the whole pastor thing and Kelly and BT weekend, I think there is some validity. I'm not saying the whole story. No, one thing about Portia don't know how to deliver a good story. She leaves stuff out. She don't know how to. She does a terrible game of telephone. But what I will say, my personal opinion, I think there is some truth and some validity to that story. It's too many little specifics. The fact that I'm telling y'all, these girls will spray a bitch tea if she needs to. I'm telling you right now, Portia wants to say the name so bad. She wants to say it, but she is sworn and promised to Phaedra that she wouldn't. I truly believe that man is Phaedra's client. I truly believe that Phaedra knows that man's family. Because on that bus last week, last week, Portia wanted to say it. Portia, or whatever it was, 2 weeks, Portia wanted to say it. And Phaedra was like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, I'm telling y'all, if it wasn't for Phaedra, Portia would have unleashed it. I think that the way Portia gave the story was very sloppy. It was all over the place. It didn't make sense. It was confusing. It was a hot ass mess. But yeah, I think there's some truth to it. That's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. I pray that we move on now, because I think we're at episode 8. I think it's time for us to move on now. After this week, I don't want to hear any more about Black. I don't want to hear any more about K Michelle being a victim and the girls trying to plot against her and the scheme and the plot that Todd set up. I don't want to hear about that no more. Kelly, stop coming for Portia before she pop your ass, bitch. And I'm not saying Kelly can't put up a fight, but I think Portia would whoop Kelly's ass. That's all I really got, because I don't want it to get stale. I don't want us to keep talking about the same shit for 5 more episodes. That's kind of what happened with Potomac. Let's get some new shit to talk about, ladies. Let's get some new things to talk about. K Michelle, this episode was better. You were not as bad as last week. Woo! But I need you to use your words. Use your words. That's all I got. I love you guys. Again, please, y'all, I'm trying to come back to YouTube. I am making my way back to the YouTube streets. I am committing to dropping 1 video a week. Please help me get back in the algorithm. Please help me in rebuilding my channel. Please like this video. Please, please, please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And please hit the notification bell button. That way you will be notified whenever I drop new content, beloved. Today's Tuesday. I might come back. I really would like to come back this week with a hot topics video. There's a lot going on in entertainment, media, and politics, and I want to discuss it. There's a lot to talk about. and I want to talk about it. So definitely keep your turn on your notification bell button. That way you're notified whenever I drop new content. I love you guys very much. Replay crew, please show me some love. Like the video, do all the things. Comment, let me know your opinions, even if they're different than mine. I just ask that we keep it respectful in the comment section. I love you guys. Thank you for those who watched and tuned in. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.